on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield. Live from Harpo's, the Missouri Bar and Grill. This is Tiger Talk.
To the rim, and the hanging two-hand jam puts Missouri up by 22.
Now, here's your host, the voice of the Tigers, Mike Kelly.
Hey, good evening and welcome to the show from Harpo's here in downtown Columbia. I'm Mike Kelly. Coach Dennis Gates is with us for the entire hour tonight as we're happy to be inside a staple in downtown Columbia, Harpo's Bar and Grill. Been around since 1971, featuring a new food menu. Check out their daily specials, also their expanded space to host your next event. Missouri will be at home coming up on Thursday night. Tigers taking on Alabama State. Bethune-Cookman comes to town on Sunday. On Sunday, they're going to honor the 1976 Big 8 champs, and so we'll have a chance to talk more about that a little bit later. But first things first, let's bring into the conversation head coach of the Mizzou Tigers. Please welcome Dennis Gates, ladies and gentlemen. Great to see you, my friend.
Hey, great to be here, man. I love what Harpo's does for us.
Yeah, always great.
Look, check this out.
I know, the banner.
That's great.
Yeah, just the fact that folks come out on a Tuesday night to hang out is pretty fun too. I don't know about you, but when you were on your way to Notre Dame,
yes,
right, and you came out of the clouds on approach to land in South Bend. For me, it reminded me of a Rocky movie. When Sylvester Stallone goes to like Siberia to go train in the middle of the winter to face Apollo. That's what Notre Dame, that's what South Bend looked like upon approach. Well, and it was cold and it was miserable up there.
Well, it was a beautiful sight of snow, obviously, right there off the southern coast of Lake Michigan. Being able to see what's home for me, and that's Chicago. So I thought that trip, we had great practices, unbelievable. I would say competition. We just wasn't able to come away with a road win, and credit Notre Dame. Obviously, their best player, Marcus Burton, just got hurt, just got announced that he's no longer going to play this season. I think he's having surgery.
Had surgery today,
Yeah, so he's in my prayers, man. He's a great, great player, and he means a lot to that team. And obviously, you know the relationship that I have with Coach Shrewsbury. He and I, have had a great working relationship, friendship for a long time. That's going to impact their team, and they were playing good basketball. After our win, they ended up winning at TCU. Yeah,
went down to TCU this weekend and got a win. You lose the game 76-71, and there was a segment you built a 12-point lead late in the first half.
Yeah.
And then they made a little bit of a run that they were able to continue into the first segment of the second half. It kind of got away from you right there.
Yeah, I thought our guys wasn't able to close out that first half correctly. And it's some things that we continue to work on, and we will continue to work on. I, as a head coach, will continue to put our team in the best situation in practice, working on those segments like we always have done. Ultimately, at the end of the day, when you don't have your starters closing out the half, it's 2 games in a row where Ant Robinson has been in a situation that we had to take him out because of the foul count, and it's impacted our execution.
Describe what you've seen from him in the last 2 games, and how does he, A, better manage that, or B, what does he need to do to better manage that?
Stay out of foul trouble, one.
Is that not taking as many chances defensively?
Yeah, but he's in transition of being a 5th guy on the scouting report now to a 2nd guy, and that's a big leap. For some, and he's going to get better. The best thing about basketball, you have 30 games in a season plus, and right now we're 8-2. We will have loved to have 2 road wins to get us at 10-0, but hopefully those lessons we learn will help us. But Ant Robinson has to be on the basketball court for us, and obviously if he's not, we have to, as a unit, be able to collectively put our guys in the best situation.
In that game against Notre Dame, Mark Mitchell was very good, obviously. Led your team in scoring, finishing with 26 points. Jacob Cruz came off the bench, made 5 threes, finished with 22.
Jacob's, a floor spacer. I have to make sure he's getting on the court more with Mark Mitchell to cause some gravity to the sidelines versus having guys in that paint. The other thing is being able to play Luke Northweather, obviously with Jaden Stone out, another three-point shooter that we are missing, and obviously Trent Pierce out, who has been able to stretch the floor a little bit. We got to have guys on that court to be able to knock down open looks, and that's where percentages like Javon Porter, it's the lowest he's ever shot in his career right now.
Yeah, and he's a guy that has got to knock down open shots for your team, doesn't he?
Absolutely. He has to knock them down. We need him to. His stats says that he can. Yeah. It's just one of those situations where you got to just settle in, and whether it's nerves, whether it's anxiety or anxiousness, trying to do it too much is usually going to err on the other side of it if you're not patient. So that's what we're talking about with him.
I want to go back to Jaden, though, for a second, because he was playing at such a high level after missing all of last season. Yeah. He comes in, and he's in double figures for the first 6 games, and really was an integral part of your lineup coming off of the bench, sparking your team with energy on the defensive end, his speed and his ability to get out on the break. But then he was also knocking down shots from the perimeter, too.
Well, whenever you have a guy that's second in assists, right, your ball movement and your rotational is going to be impacted. In addition to that, a guy that is able to shoot at the frequency and the percentages that he was shooting at. Right now, he's at 41% from the three and 60+% from the field goals. So that's an integral part of what we've been doing, and we just need guys to step up, and I think we'll have that.
So give us an idea. How's he doing right now?
He's doing great. He's still on path. Again, they gave him 3 to 4 weeks in that cast. He's on target. Is great because obviously during this time he can do the conditioning part. So he's on the court non-contact drills. He's just not able to compete because he looks like a football player, free safety with a big cast on, with a big cushion around it, making sure he doesn't hurt his teammates or anything like that.
How about Trent?
Trent is day-to-day, just in terms of doctor's notice. He's not progressed. He's still in that holding pattern that the doctors have had him in. He's doing work with Trent with strength and conditioning, training room, and they're slowly but surely just trying to figure out how he's reacting. So there's treadmill work, there's return to play protocol. It's just no contact and things like that, and we have to just monitor.
That's Dennis Gates, and I'm Mike Kelly. We're at Harpo's in downtown Columbia. More after this on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
It's game time. As Mizzou hoops action heats up, there's only one way to cool down: Shock Top Belgian White. So grab your friends and a couple cold ones and toast to the thrill of college basketball. Shock Top Belgian White. Shock your world. This refreshing beer brings a burst of citrus to your glass, making it the perfect choice for cheering on the Mizzou Tigers. Whether you're courtside or couchside, Shock Top Belgian White is a slam dunk for all the nail-biting buzzer beaters and unforgettable alley-oops. Shock Top, official craft beer sponsor of the Missouri Tigers. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, Shock Top Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon.
A message about safe driving from University of Missouri head basketball coach Dennis Gates.
Basketball requires everyone to be responsible teammates. Driving requires the same exact thing. Crashes can be avoided by practicing safe driving habits. Please leave all distractions aside. Once you're behind that wheel, that is your number one priority. Buckle up, phone down. Slow down, drive sober.
Brought to you by Save Mo Lives.
You could call it swagger. You could call it a vibe. You could call it confidence. You could call it cool. Or you could call it exactly as it is, Tiger Pride. Show your Mizzou spirit with the Tiger Checking Card, only from Central Bank. Sign up today at tigerchecking.com. Central Bank, strong roots, endless possibilities. Member FDIC.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you. So why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. To get started, find an agent at shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
If you want an inside look at Mizzou basketball that you won't get anywhere else, you want the Inside Mizzou Athletics podcast.
Trent Pierce. Talk about it every day. We want to be a Final Four team. That's our goal. That's what we want to do.
It's Jaden Stone.
It's pretty much a miracle that I'm playing. I've actually never talked about it, so this is the first time I'm saying anything.
Subscribe today to the Inside Mizzou Athletics podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Original content plus replays of Tiger Talk and more. The Inside Mizzou Athletics podcast, presented by Shelter Insurance.
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Mizzou Arena, Saturday, February 21st.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
Tiger Talk continues from Harpo's in downtown Columbia. Remember, you can watch this show through the family of networks through KMIZ, also in the St. Louis area, and Matrix Midwest each and every week. You can tune in to watch Tiger Talk. Gentile is the apparel provider of the Mizzou Radio Network. Check out their collection of Mizzou apparel, now available online at gentileapparel.com or at Bingham's in downtown Columbia. The next time that you come to town for a game, Gentile Apparel is a proud partner of Mizzou Athletics. Let's go to Sunday's game in Kansas City against KU, a game in which your team lost by the score of 80-60. Just a thought on the outcome against the Jayhawks in what was obviously a home court situation for them inside the T-Mobile Center.
I think the first half was greatly impacted by our 5 turnovers, 3 of which were called travel, and usually travel's 3 seconds carry. Those are plays that is not called by a referee. Those are objective plays and opinionated plays. They can be called every possession. And I thought Mark did a great job playing through them. In addition to that, one of the nation's leading free throw attempts guy only had 1 free throw in the first half, and that's not realistic. So for us, we have to continue to put him in those situations, understand this is just a one-off type of game, and we have to play better. The technical foul was the turning point, the double tech. I thought Bill Self said it greatly at the end of the game. He was shocked that his team came away in that moment with a double tech versus just a tech and a flagrant on his team, and that's a turning point. And I thought we'd never recovered from that point. And again, it impacted the close because that was Ant Robinson's 3rd foul, and then it impacted obviously that last shot going into the locker room that they were able to knock down from 3 that I thought should have been a travel violation as well.
Mark finishes with 21 and 7, and you mentioned his ability to get to the free throw line. Right now, 4th in the country with 84 free throw attempts in the season. Yeah,
I wouldn't be shocked if he lead the country. Again, I'm shocked that he got foul shots during the non-battle possessions, meaning the game was out of reach greatly. They were up 20 at that point or 17, and obviously they start calling fouls then, but I want those fouls in the first.
Before we get into to the breakdown of the film, just a thought on Mark, and where is he different right now as a player than where he was a year ago? And I look to the free throw line, the ability to get there. That seems to be one area where he's getting there with more frequency than he did a year ago.
Yeah, I just think he's aggressive. He's playing downhill. He's doing things. We have to give him more space. We have to be able to move and not watch. We have to be able to create easy baskets for him, whether it's through post-ups, cutting, dribble drives, or even playmaking. He has done a great job playmaking. I would love to see his second chance points go up. Obviously, he's averaging 6 rebounds, 41 defensive rebounds on the season, 21 offensive rebounds. I would like that to go up and create second chance points for him, where it's putbacks, tip dunks, things like that.
Yeah, and his consistency's been great, aside from, finishing in single digits against Howard.
Yeah.
He's been in double figures each of the last 9 games. And so
absolutely.
He continues to provide offense for your team. Jacob Cruz, 20th in the country, by the way, in three-point percentage, shooting 48.3% from 3. Okay, let's get into film breakdown. This week, zone defense. Coach, set it up for us.
Well, obviously, zone, we're a predominantly man-to-man team. Zone allows us to kind of disrupt and get off balance any opponent that I think is getting some type of rhythm. In the second half, you can look at our zone clips. Right now, you look at the rotation. That ball allows itself to stay outside of the three-point line. I thought their dribble drive was giving us problems, so we were able to now allow ourselves on the road to not foul as much and to keep the ball out of certain places by the dribble. Now, by the pass, you're able to spend time more rotational and coverages. I thought we were able to stagnate them a little bit. Obviously, these short corner passes, we got to get immediately into a trap, and that will give or it will neutralize the scoring areas a little bit better. But that ball's now in the short corner. Mark Mitchell, as well as Luke Northweather, is trapping, and now you look at their center throwing the ball out after that wing feed to the top of the key, and T.O. Barrett's right there on the closeout, no different than you look at you look at our rotations, you look at Cruz closing out on their best player right there, and it's another post feed to Flory, and we're still in position. So now, if you look at his pivot feet, they call it travel on that one, ironically, which was a great call for us, but it's still one of those plays where I don't think he traveled, but it's shocking that they called it. I guess my complaints helped a little bit more versus me getting a technical foul, but it's great defense, to say the least. Now, two-guard front, and our two-guard front, we're catching them off balance. I thought we had a run take place where we cut it to, I think, 14, but we ended up fouling a three-point shooter when we were in man-to-man. So that, again, allowed me to make the decision, we just can't get over that hump. So our forwards are responsible for any wing pass on their side. If you look at Honor Boateng, he's now bumping. And with his hands activity, he's able to get his hands up in there and get a steal. And I think this is very, very important to understand that now their offense is stationary versus dribble driving, and now our guards are able to get to action.
Honor Boateng coming up for those that are listening at home from the left wing to be able to go out from the basically big guy along the lane out to the perimeter and get outside the three-point line to get the deflection.
So everybody's, my mom, she sends me clips for no reason about Twitter. Well, they talking about you on Twitter. I'm like, Mom, it's okay. It's just Twitter. It's X. It's okay. Well, they said you trapped. I said, well, did they see the call before when Ant Robinson successfully defended Marcus Burton and he fell down and the ball went out of bounds? Well, I didn't want that to happen again, and Ant Robinson foul, no different than Texas A&M's best player last season was able to get a one-on-one play and knock down the shot. Their best player had the ball. Their best playmaker had the ball. We had to make sure we get it out of his hand because the previous plays was a trap. So in this situation, 2 minutes, we had great defense because they wasn't expecting it. Now you look at the shot clock, it's 13 on the clock, and they're just now finally getting into an offensive situation. This is what we wanted. Now at this point, they're guarding the top of the key with Ant Robinson, and he's getting screened on the ball. Marcus Burton is going to go right, but T.O. Barrett is responsible for now getting to that other side, stopping the ball, and now we got 2 on the ball right there again, which is the same situation that we have been able to do at the end of the game. And ultimately, look at the situation, 5 seconds, and they're in total distress. And at this point, you got number 11 shooting the same shot that the game winner, or at least that three-point make, was at, a little bit closer, but he misses this one.
A little bit better contest, too, than on the game winner.
Well, no, Sean Phillips was 15 feet in the air on that last three. I just thought, when it comes down to it, yes, we got Jacob Cruz right there closing out. It's the same exact closeout. Sean Phillips was a little bit more athletic. He was a fingernail away from getting a block.
You asked your guys, though, in the zone, and if we could back it up, if we could, to the start of the Notre Dame clip, you asked your guys in the zone to cover a lot of ground. Like, for instance, you got a two-guard front. And for those listening at home, you got Anthony Robinson on the left and T.O. Barrett kind of top of the key sliding to the right. There'll be a ball reversal. T.O. Barrett's got to get all the way from the right side out to the left wing. Talk about why inside the zone it's incumbent. You want your guys to cover that much space.
So it's important because when you look at where the ball is scored in college basketball is usually on the wings or the top of the key. Where the initiation happens is the wing or the top of the key. Now you're forcing them in the open spots. You're playing 4 guys above the free throw line, if you notice, and then your 5-man is back. Once that takes place, you're taking away their operating areas, and now you're limiting any rotational defensive segments, which usually Notre Dame is an offensive rhythm team. Their head coach is an NBA coach who loves man-to-man, who loves offense half court. So at this point, we put them in a situation to eliminate the head coach from the game and try to make players play. And it helped us. It tremendously helped us. And ultimately, we want to be able to be in position to contest shots. Mm-hmm. Next clip, last clip, you'll notice this. You'll notice we will live with long contested threes or long twos in our zone. So right now, their non-shooter is at the elbow. You look at 5 right there shooting. Look at how far he's shooting it. That is a percentage shot that we'll take any day of the week versus Marcus Burton using the ball screen, diving. He had 10 assists. Yeah. You limit the playmaker from assisting the baskets. And that's why I say Notre Dame is going to struggle a little bit because their best player, who averaged 20 points a game, but also assist maker, is not going to be in the lane distributing the basketball and drawing the attention. Responsibilities lie where they lie. We got to be able to come away with the rebound, and we were able to do that.
Well, I was going to ask you, just what did you think of the cutouts, just on that possession?
I think the cutouts, you put yourself in a disadvantage from a rebounding standpoint because now your cutouts is not the same. You have to go find a man versus cutting out the man that you're defending in a man-to-man defensive concept. You got to now find an area that's lacking a cutout guy, meaning a blockout guy, and now at that point you have to be able to go find the open area.
Does it for Film Breakdown this week with Coach Gates. We're going to take a break. More coming up on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Addison's restaurants are great local spots to visit before or after all Mizzou home games. Addison's has 2 locations to choose from in Southwest and downtown Columbia. Addison's features a full bar with over 20 beers on tap, including local brewers, and of course, their famous Nachos Bianco. So, before or after the game, stop by Addison's. View the full menu online for both locations at addisonsgrill.com.
Black and gold season never ends at the Tiger Team Store. Gear up for game day with the largest official selection of black and gold gear and gifts. From the latest Mizzou SEC gear to everything you need for your tailgate, the Tiger Team Store is your store for all things Mizzou. The Tiger Team Store has moved and is now located inside Mizzou Arena. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. with extended hours on game day or online at tigerteamstore.com. It's always black and gold season at the Tiger Team Store.
Giving back to the community is a pillar for Mizzou athletics and one that we're proud to emulate here at Brew Pub Lots Matza Pizza. As a proud partner of Mizzou athletics, Brew Pub is proud to announce our support of local heroes through our partnership with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. With every purchase of the new Brew Pub Patriot Pizza, we're helping support veterans, first responders, law enforcement officers, and their families during difficult times. Look for the new Brew Pub Patriot Pizza today in your local grocery store and enjoy a great pizza for a greater cause.
Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey, Jan from Toyota here, reminding you Toyota-thon is on. Make your holiday wishes come true with a new Camry, RAV4, Tacoma, and more. All right, let's sing it together this time. Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is
Dealer inventory may vary. Toyota-thon ends January 5th. See your participating dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey Tiger fans, Mike Kelly here. When it comes to protecting your home, you've got to have a solid defense. That's why I count on Helitech waterproofing and foundation repair. For nearly 40 years, Helitech has been keeping homes healthy, foundations strong, and blocking water. Their team of experts play every job like it's the championship game with skill, precision, and pride. Inspections are free, so make your next move at HelitechOnline.com. Helitech, where the best defense starts below the floor.
Heal your home with Helitech.
As the parent of an athlete, you've got to give them every advantage possible. And if your child wants to play at the highest level of their sport, they should be training with 2 people who played at the highest level of theirs. Introducing API Project Fitness and their sports performance program. Certified in training athletes from 5 to 18 plus. API Project Fitness teaches athletes to be more explosive, more mobile, and will teach your athlete how to excel both on and off the field. Find your fire. ProjectFitnessAPI.com.
This episode of Tiger Talk, along with other great content, episodes available in the Inside of Mizzou Athletics podcast, presented by Shelter Insurance. Subscribe today wherever you get your podcast from. Partner with the Tigers and the Food Bank. It's the official charitable partner of Mizzou Athletics. Visit scoreagainsthunger.org to learn how the Score Against Hunger campaign works. You can learn more about it. It's presented by
Let me read one of those.
Yeah, why don't you,
man? Which one can I read?
Here. That's
Central Bank.
That one, you know what?
Show your swagger with the Tiger checking card from Central Bank.
Wait.
Now, wait,
I'm going to have you do it again. But when you think about Gates, right, you think about swagger, right? So that's the perfect one for him to read. The swagger, Dennis Gates.
Central Bank. Show your swagger with the Tiger checking card from Central Bank, the only place for Tiger checking. Open it today at www.centralbank.net. Hey, you better watch out.
No, trust me.
You better watch out.
Trust me. We began this show with him leaning in and saying, next week I'm going to interview you for an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, the funny thing is that you do this long enough, things come up. I once had a player.
Yeah.
This was before NIL. Read a couple of these.
Oh, my goodness.
And our compliance department turned him in.
See? It was just like, see? Mike Kelly. Mike Kelly did it. Mike Kelly did it.
What are we doing here? Alabama State and Bethune-Cookman.
Well, first opponent is who?
Alabama
State. There you go. Go ahead with the question.
Well,
we one opponent at a time, Mike.
One opponent at a time. How did the Hornets of Alabama State become a opponent of the University of Missouri?
Well, Tony Madlock, the head coach, is a former Memphis assistant, former Auburn assistant, but he was on Coach Nutt's staff at Arkansas State. Early in his career, Coach Nutt gave him his first job. And he was a high school coach in Memphis at the time. He was a college teammate of Anthony Hardaway, played unbelievable basketball. Great friend of mine as well, great guy, does a great job. Obviously, an NCAA tournament team. It was a real madness in March in his first game, in that play-in game, and it was a tremendous game to watch. We were cheering for him from afar. But Tony Madlock was one of the best assistant coaches in the country for each program that he worked for, and obviously behind Coach Nutt's success early on in his career.
Yeah, they come in, play Thursday, 7 o'clock is the game. Yep. They're 3-6 in the season. Just what style of play does he like to play, and what do you know about his team at this stage?
Well, tough, hard-nosed team, obviously tough schedule, but most importantly, they're going to defend. They're going to defend their butts off. They're going to be able to try to disrupt with reaching and obviously very handsy, trying to get deflections. The other thing, they're going to be methodical offensively, but when there are opportunities, they're going to run. They're going to try to force you to get turnovers, and they're going to try to turnovers and convert them into points.
Bethune-Cookman comes to town on Sunday.
Reggie Theus.
There you go.
Yeah.
Remind them who Reggie Theus is.
Reggie Theus is a former NBA player.
Great at UNLV.
At UNLV, but I remember watching him younger when he was on the Chicago Bulls. Mm-hmm. And tremendous career, had a great assistant coaching career, obviously. Bethune-Cookman was one of his jobs, but he was on the West Coast for some time. And one of, college basketball's NBA head coaches. And he does a tremendous job with his team. He recruited portal kids. He has former Kansas transfer, Arturo Morris. He has several high major players that kind of transferred in the portal. And they were, in that first game of the season, took Auburn into overtime. And Auburn squeaked away with a win. So both these games are going to be tough games, leave no doubt about it. But they're games that's going to continue to get us better.
Everybody talks about Magic Johnson and the impact that he had on the game as that big point guard.
Yes.
Reggie Theus was one of those first 6'7" big point guards in college basketball.
He's a very good player, man.
Yeah.
Very good player. I think, when you look at former players that are now coaches, the identity of their team, you can tell. You can see it. And he's one of them. And, versatility is what he looks for. Size for position is what he looks for, and they did a great job recruiting this past season.
Dennis Gates and I'm Mike Kelly. More with the coach coming up next on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Quirk Hard Seltzer is a proud partner of Mizzou Athletics. With a winning lineup of flavors including Breakout, Stars, Cherry Blossom, and Lime, and Strawberry, Lemon, and Basil, Quirk packs a Tiger's Paw-sized punch of award-winning flavor made with real fruit juice. Crack a Quirk, Missouri's hard seltzer, when rooting on MIZ this season. 90 calories per 12-ounce serving, gluten-free. Quirk Hard Seltzer, crafted by Boulevard Brewing Company, born and brewed Missouri. Must be 21 plus. Please enjoy responsibly.
From Stewart to Gates, Sunvold to Mitchell, Mizzou fans have always dreamed big. And at Multiply Credit Union, we're proud to keep that spirit alive. We're bringing fans across Tiger Nation better rates, real rewards, and accounts built to back their goals every step of the way. This isn't banking as usual, it's banking multiplied. Grow together, live fully, be more. Multiply Credit Union, the official credit union of Mizzou Athletics.
A message about safe driving from University of Missouri head basketball coach Dennis Gates.
Basketball requires everyone to be responsible teammates. Driving requires the same exact thing. Crashes can be avoided by practicing safe driving habits. Please leave all distractions aside. Once you're behind that wheel, that is your number one priority. Buckle up, phone down. Slow down, drive sober.
Brought to you by Save Mo Lives.
A friend is someone who knows where you came from. Someone who always shows up when you need them. Someone who's there for the good times and the challenging ones. With comprehensive insurance policies backed by award-winning customer service, Shelter Insurance is committed to being there when you need us most. To find your local agent, visit shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
It's time to get back into routine that focuses on you. Move better, feel better, simply live better at Wilson's Fitness. Escape reality in the indoor saltwater pool. Detox in the saunas or heat things up with our hot yoga. Wilson's is here to support you, motivate you, and help smash your goals with group fitness classes, personal coaching, and endless amenities. Move better, feel better, simply live better at Wilson's Fitness in Columbia. Visit them at wilsonsfitness.com.
Tiger Talk from Harpo's in downtown Columbia. About halfway through the show, I'm Mike Kelly. Dennis Gates is with us for the entire hour. Lots to talk about still with the head coach. Tiger Talk brought to you by Shelter Insurance. Ranked number one in customer satisfaction for auto insurance in the Central Region by J.D. Power. 7 of the last 8 years. We're your shield. We're your shelter. I was going to let you read that, but I just wanted to.
No, I'm going to let you take that
prove
back,
that
man.
I still had it.
I just wanted to do it one time.
You had the pleasure of watching your 3 recruits.
Yes.
At Mizzou Arena on Saturday night before making your way to Kansas City. Just at the Norm Stewart Classic, your thoughts on what you saw from Mr. Bryant, Mr. Chronister, and of course the young man who's going to become the all-time leading scorer in the state of California tonight, Jason Crow.
Well, I was happy to see both those young men, all 3 of these young men, being able to play on the court that will begin their college careers, right? I truly believe we're blessed to be in a situation to see these young men at this stage and obviously to see their transition as they grow. From Aiden Chronister, who was that game's MVP. I think he now got bragging rights over his own teammate, Tony Bryant. So it was great to see these guys interact after the game. I took a picture with both of them. And I think, the future's bright for both. And then in the last game, being able to see Jason Crow Jr., obviously his high school team isn't as talented as it was last year. They played an unbelievable game, but the high school team, Principia, the top 25 in the nation, a high school team from St. Louis, so they weren't able to match up man for man with their team. But Jason Crow still did a great job. Their teammates still did a great job.
Now that they're part of the family, and they all talked about this, to your credit, is how much family means to Dennis Gates and how much you and your staff have already brought them and their families into the fold, right? So have the dynamics changed at all since they signed in terms of the relationship with you and your staff? Has it only improved? Just kind of elaborate on it.
It only improves because every time I look up on Instagram, these guys have on something Missouri. So you know you're in good shape when they're on their visit and then their parents ask to go to the bookstore, right? Those are great questions a parent can ask on an official visit. Hey, Coach, where's the bookstore? Do we have time to stop there? I said, what'd you stop at the bookstore for? So with Tony and Aiden, that's a good sign. But with Jason Crow Jr., we were in his heart from the middle of July, and I remember the day he FaceTimed me to tell me he's committing. I was sitting at CCMO eating a meal. I usually eat a meal right in front of the fireplace. I jumped up first because it's Jason Crow Jr. calling me, FaceTiming me. He starts talking, and he had this look, and Mom's looking over his shoulder, and she's recording the phone conversation. So I say, oh, this is a good call. Let me run outside. So I knew well before the announcement. I just did not tell anybody. I knew well before. So I act surprised like a normal head coach would be, but at the end of the day, you have to count on it when it happens. It's not real until it happens. I've had many silent commitments go the other way. It doesn't happen until it doesn't mean anything till it happens. So that's one phase, and then obviously signing day is another.
When did you know, though, in your heart, that you had gotten to his heart?
When I made my first conversation, I would talk to his dad. His dad is very protective of his family, and they didn't take one official visit to one other school. And I called Dad one night. I say, what's going on? Did young fella, I call him young fella, did young fella make the USA team? He said, I don't know. I said, well, let me call him, man. It was one of my first conversations with Jason Crow Jr. because Dad didn't give his number out. They didn't want no coaches just calling him. And in that moment, I had a full hour conversation with him, talking about life, talking about recovering from being cut. And he knew he wasn't going to make it at that moment, and he was sad at that point. So we were able to bond over that conversation, and I think he mentions it in one of these documentaries online of that conversation and what it really meant to him. And at that point, I said, man, I would love to coach you, man, because what we're talking about right now is not even basketball related. And I know many people are going to try to sell you and prophesize your future and tell you they're going to do this. First of all, you're going to do it for yourself. And I would love for you to use the Missouri platform to help you do it. And I think that conversation spoke for itself, and they were looking for something, and my transparency allowed him to see what he was looking for.
How about with Tony and Aiden? Just a thought on their recruitment and what was it about both those guys that you like so much?
Well, we have one media member here. Is there another media member here? Outside of Drew? Drew, you're loyal, Drew. But Drew, I would challenge Drew to look at Tony Bryant's Instagram, if he follows him, and look at when I started recruiting Tony Bryant. Tony Bryant, kneecaps when he ran, touched. That's how gangly he was, uncontrol of his own body. And he would just do drills. So he put up a post today saying, I'm thankful for a coach that believed in me when I looked like this. He was talking about his head coach. So now imagine being offered when you look like that. Belief is belief. We were there at the very beginning. Kyle Smith-Peters got an email. He responded to a blind email. Now, the relationship is the relationship. I knew the high school coach for a long period of time because of my time at Florida State. But I got on the plane from St. Louis to Tampa, Southwest, nonstop. I got a lot of miles. Ended up going right into the high school. And again, one of my best friends, Amir Abdul Rahim, who we lost, who passed away, I would be with him and his family, or I would be with Tony, and I would combine the trip, and I would just fly back. And at the end of the day, that kid knew. I slept in a car one night until a 6 a.m. workout in front of his school. And the kid, man, this coach slept in the parking lot of the school. And that's what I did.
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid to say I rolled my sleeves up during the recruiting process. And, you know, I'm just thankful we got a staff that I can leave the team to and be able to go recruit, because ultimately, what's your team if you can't recruit guys, especially in the NIL era, to make it non-transactional? And being able to have transformational relationships is important. So that's the Tony Bryant story.
What about Aiden? Real quick before we go to break.
Aiden Chronister surprised me. This kid, I'm begging for a commit. Like, man, come on, man. What we going to do? You going to commit or not? He would not commit, wouldn't do nothing. I jammed him up at lunch. He was stuttering like, started sweating, had to go to the bathroom. We were at Park Restaurant, right? Had to go to the restroom. On Sunday morning, I had breakfast at my house. This man committed to Moon Choi before he could have admitted to me. I said, Aiden Cronson, you going to sit here and commit to the president before you commit to me? And we just erupted over breakfast at my house. And I thank Moon Choi for signing and getting a commitment from his first recruit.
He's good. Back after this on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Hey, Tiger fans, Mike Kelly here. When it comes to protecting your home, you've got to have a solid defense. That's why I count on Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. For nearly 40 years, Helitech has been keeping homes healthy, foundations strong, and blocking water. Their team of experts play every job like it's the championship game with skill, precision, and pride. Inspections are free, so make your next move at HelitechOnline.com. Helitech, where the best defense starts below the floor.
Heal your home with Helitech.
Black and gold season never ends at the Tiger Team Store. Gear up for game day with the largest official selection of black and gold gear and gifts. From the latest Mizzou SEC gear to everything you need for your tailgate, the Tiger Team Store is your store for all things Mizzou. The Tiger Team Store has moved and is now located inside Mizzou Arena. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. with extended hours on game day, or online at TigerTeamStore.com. It's always black and gold season at the Tiger Team Store.
Addison's restaurants are great local spots to visit before or after all Mizzou home games. Addison's has 2 locations to choose from in Southwest and downtown Columbia. Addison's features a full bar with over 20 beers on tap, including local brewers, and of course their famous Nachos Bianco. So, before or after the game, stop by Addison's. View the full menu online for both locations at addisonsgrill.com.
Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
Quirk Hard Seltzer is a proud partner of Mizzou Athletics. With a winning lineup of flavors including Breakout, Stars, Cherry Blossom, and Lime, and Strawberry Lemon and Basil, Quirk packs a Tiger's Paw-sized punch of award-winning flavor made with real fruit juice. Crack a Quirk, Missouri's hard seltzer, when rooting on MIZ this season. 90 calories per 12-ounce serving, gluten-free. Quirk Hard Seltzer, crafted by Boulevard Brewing Company, born and brewed Missouri. Must be 21 plus. Please enjoy responsibly.
Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey, Jan from Toyota here, reminding you Toyota-thon is on. Make your holiday wishes come true with a new Camry, RAV4, Tacoma, and more. All right, let's sing it together this time. Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is
Dealer
on.
inventory may vary. Toyota-thon ends January 5th. See your participating dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Tiger Talk continues from Harpo's in downtown Columbia, staple in downtown since 1971. Mizzou Athletics would like to thank its premier partners of the Diamond Club, MU Healthcare, Shelter Insurance, and Multiply Credit Union. Hey, for all of you in the house, how about a round of applause for the folks from Harpo's that host us each and every week? Chuck, Dan, we love you guys. Thank you, man. It's always great to be in here. Coming up on Sunday, Bethune-Cookman will be in town. Reggie Theus is the coach, but it'll also be an opportunity for Missouri to celebrate its first ever Big 8 title. Back in 1976, Norm Stewart led his team to the Big 8 regular season title. Willie Smith, Jim Kennedy, Kim Anderson, Jeff Curry, James Claiborne, Scotty Sims, Stan Ray off the bench, just to name a couple. Lost to Michigan in the regional final. Would have had a chance to advance to the Final Four in Philadelphia that year, but Willie Smith in that regional final. 18 of 35 finishes 43 points in the regional final, and they lose the game to the Michigan team.
There's a reason why his jersey is hanging in the rafters. He has done tremendous in his excellence, style of play. You know, he was before his time. Being able to score the basketball, his athleticism, being able to do and lead this program how he did, being able to sign a guy like that requires time, requires commitment. And to be able to see the matriculation of his career, there's banners hanging up. His banner is hanging up because he put banners up as a player. He broke records. He was able to lead his team to places that was unfamiliar. Being able to get to the Elite Eight is one of them. And obviously that 43 points, being able to try to put the team on his shoulders.
Yeah, coming up this weekend, it'll be special because they're also going to pay tribute to the late Scott Sims, who was a valuable member of that team. He played on the Missouri basketball team, but also played on the tennis team as well. So both teams will come together to pay tribute to Scott Sims, who sadly we lost too early. Passed away while he was hiking a year ago, and so native of Kirksville, Missouri, and so that'll be a really, really neat thing coming up this weekend. Your relationship with Coach Stewart, we talk about it, we laugh about it, but I'm going to share with these folks something that he shared with me.
Go ahead.
Okay?
Because I'm curious.
You get hired. I had a chance to go oversee Norman, Virginia, and they made a point of saying this. Dennis Gates is the first head coach since Coach Stewart retired that has gone out of his way to build a relationship with Norm Stewart.
He said that?
He said that.
Wow.
Virginia said that.
Wow.
So why was that relationship so important to build for Dennis Gates?
It's important to me because I respect my past. I respect the journey of a head coach. His children was impacted because he spent a lot of time building this program. His wife was impacted because he spent a lot of time building this program, building this institution, building this city. And the logo carries national respect in all sports because of what Norm has been able to do as a student athlete. National championship, right?
Yeah, baseball. Yeah.
National championship. And as a coach, he is the founder of Coaches versus Cancer. He is the founder. Let's say that correctly. He is the founder of Coaches versus Cancer. And what he's done for the game of basketball, it is asinine for him not to be in every Hall of Fame that exists for college and all of basketball coaches. He has been loyal to an institution for over 30 plus years as a coach. And from Big 8, Big 12, the rivalry speaks for itself that he's been able to create because those rivalries were just not about the players. It was about the coach against the other coach, okay? And he's been respected from every corner of basketball globally. And I just think when you have a statue, man, I want to see the guy. I want to meet the guy. I want to talk to the guy because he knows something that I don't know. And I understand that.
The relationship, though, goes back for you to high school.
Absolutely.
People forget this. He recruited you.
Yeah. Yeah. So Keon Dooling and Clarence Gilbert were in my class. And
Dillard High School, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
We played them at KMOX Shootout in St.
there.
Louis. And Whitney Young versus Fort Lauderdale, Dillard. Now, what people don't know, me and Keon Dooling, Clarence Gilbert been playing against each other since we were 13 years old. Mm-hmm. And AAU Nationals, Memphis, Tennessee was the first time we met. And that relationship expanded onto my coaching career, where I even was on the same staff where Keon was a player at the LA Clippers. So the relationship is there. But as a kid being recruited, you know, I didn't take an official visit, but I remember those days where these guys were in the gym, from Rich Daly to, you know, my grandmother lived around the corner from the Irvin family. Byron Irvin went to school here. So literally 10 houses down from my grandmother was the Irvin family. Mm-hmm. So Lance Irvin, who coached here at some point, the relationship speaks for itself. One of my high school teammates, I was a senior, he was a freshman. Najib Eccles.
Yes.
Was one of the first schools that recruited Najib Eccles was Missouri when they were coming to see me, and they saw a young freshman playing. Rest in peace, Najib. We miss you, and obviously your family. You guys are in our thoughts and prayers, but the relationship is always there and has always been there, and the recruiting was there early.
When you bring Coach Stewart in to talk to your team, right? What do you see in their eyes when they're listening to him?
Now, depending on the rated G version or the they think sometimes I challenge them. Yeah. Norm Stewart is still a coach. He is as sharp as a tack. And the words, as if he's on that sideline, is resembling everything. They're like, Coach, did he just watch us for the last 10 weeks or something? He knows what he sees, and he's been around the game. He knows what hard work looks like. Now, you know, they didn't have Instagram or phone or iPhones and stuff like that, right? And he coached them hard. He coached his teams hard, and they responded in the way, right, in a certain way. And these guys understand by the words he say, how he talk, they're locked in, and sometimes they don't even blink. It's almost like a movie. I watch my guys watch Norm. I watch my guys listen to Norm's words because they don't understand the magnitude simply because he hadn't gotten the respect that he has deserved to get based off his career and what others have received. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer, and they just don't know what they don't know, Mike.
Yeah. More with the coach. Our final segment from Harpo's up next on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
We have a simple formula at Shelter Insurance. Provide personalized coverage at great rates with local agents to help you choose the coverage you need. And if the unexpected happens, fulfill our promise to be there when you need us most. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
From Stewart to Gates, Sungold to Mitchell, Mizzou fans have always dreamed big. And at Multiply Credit Union, we're proud to keep that spirit alive. We're bringing fans across Tiger Nation better rates, real rewards, and accounts built to back their goals every step of the way. This isn't banking as usual. It's banking multiplied. Grow together. Live fully. Be more. Multiply Credit Union, the official credit union of Mizzou Athletics.
Black and gold season never ends at the Tiger Team Store. Gear up for game day with the largest official selection of black and gold gear and gifts. From the latest Mizzou SEC gear to everything you need for your tailgate, the Tiger Team Store is your store for all things Mizzou. The Tiger Team Store has moved and is now located inside Mizzou Arena. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. with extended hours on game day or online at tigerteamstore.com. It's always black and gold season at the Tiger Team Store.
It's game day, Tigers. When you fly from Columbia Regional Airport, you've already got the home court advantage. Skip the stress. Plus, enjoy fast check-ins, short security lines, and nonstop flights on American and United Airlines. Whether it's the big tournament or your next getaway, COU makes every trip a winning play. Score your travel advantage at flycou.com. See you at COU, your home court in the sky.
Final segment of the show. Dennis Gates is alongside. I'm Mike Keller. Reminder, the Tigers in action coming up on Thursday. Alabama State comes to town. 7 p.m. is the tip-off. Tickets available. Go online to get yours at mutigers.com. Sunday, Bethune-Cookman comes to Mizzou Arena. And remember that the Tigers will honor the 1976 Big 8 champs coming up on Sunday. You're about ready at you're about to the point in the season. It was one of Coach Stewart's, I think, favorite points of the year as a coach, because classes were over, finals were complete, and it was just basketball for about a 3 to 4 week period.
Unlimited basketball.
Unlimited
you
basketball.
Can practice as long as you want to.
Didn't have the time limits, the restrictions back then. Yeah, so there were some 2-a-days that might have happened back in the day.
Yeah.
Do you, as a player, did you enjoy that break? Because
loved it.
And you being a captain, right?
Yeah.
And a guy that always thought he wanted to coach, that's where your team can improve the most, is during that 4 week period.
Loved it. Your teams make jumps during that period of time. First, I want to say good luck to all our students in their finals week, and obviously wish them all travel safety as they go to and from home. And I encourage the safety part. The other part of it is understanding the calendar. You got to build out the right calendar for your players and your team to be able to get better. You got to look at, right now we have 3 games in 2.5 weeks, so to say the least. So our guys will complete finals week starting on Monday. They'll begin after these next 2 home games, be able to concentrate. We already planned our calendar of practices. We have some great times and great schedule. We're not impacted as much, so it's a smooth transition. Online learning and projections out allows you to organize it a certain way. But what's important is to make sure when you have that break, that Christmas break, that they restore and replenish their body to come back in a great way. So the strength coach, the trainer, will build out individual regimens, and then we'll give them basketball PDP plans. The PDP stands for player development plans, and they'll execute those at their homes, in the gyms in their community or high school, or some kids will even stay here in Como and just have Christmas with their coaching staff or even with their families. So for me, that's an important time to execute, and it's very valuable to make sure our guys continue to get better.
We got about 45 seconds left in the show. What about your head coach at home? We don't talk about Miss Jocelyn enough and the job that she does, and raising the kids, keeping you in line, and just a thought on Miss Jocelyn.
You got perfect timing, and I didn't even ask you to bring this up. Her birthday is tomorrow. So great job.
Some of us are reporters.
Yeah. Her birthday is tomorrow. She does a great job. She has her doctorate, and her career is very important. Obviously, our careers require discretion and privacy. So I get kicked out of my home when she's on a Zoom because she works from home. She works for an executive search firm, and she looks for college presidents, college ADs, college coaches at all sports and all levels, in addition to every senior associate AD. She used to oversee football at Ohio State, Boston College, and worked at Duke University. So she does a great job. Happy birthday to Jocelyn. Thanks for the tee up, Mike.
Great to see you. Happy birthday, Jocelyn. Thanks for being with us. A reminder, we're here next week, but then we're off until January the 13th. Tiger Talk on the